woman that he's now about to be in a relationship with and
about to get married
to. He immediately ran to try to take his mom out of the situation. And if you watch the episode, she says something where she was like, yes, he says he loves me, but his actions sometimes contradict that.
Yeah, they had a task where they were doing what was most important to him, and she was very surprised that he ranked her higher than his mother. And when they were talking to the therapist was like, well, why are you surprised? She was like, because it's easier said than done. Yeah. Because he doesn't act like I'm a priority over his mother. Correct. But he says that I am, but I've never felt it. But I mean, for me, your actions do speak louder than words. So you can't just continuously tell me that I come before your mother and it's the leave to cleave sort of thing. He has to show me. You have to show me. So for her to be able to sit around and stick around and stay for that when he's not even doing right really was crazy to me.
In this situation, she has to run. I hate to say it. She has to run because this is not going to be something that is going to change overnight. And unfortunately, from what it looks like, although he might love her, he doesn't have the strength to go up against his mother. Clearly. Because even in that situation, I'm not yelling at my mom. I'll let my mom go do what she got to do. And then me and you will sit down that happens right now in our situation.
It wouldn't happen right now in our relationship.
All right.
No, I'm making that very clear. That needs to be said. Because fine.
This ever happens in our relationship. First of all, me and you are leaving. First of all, I'm not arguing with nobody. I'm not having no conversation with nobody. Me and you are getting out of the situation. I'll deal with my parents afterwards. You're my first priority. As my fiance, you are my first priority. And in that situation, unfortunately, she was left by herself. And from the actual episode, it doesn't seem like it's the first time.
But she has trauma with loneliness. And for him to just up and leave her like that by herself was just, I'm sure that was triggering for her. Yeah. I'm sure.
So to keep this short, because again, short form content, follow us on TikTok. But this act of clearing the dishes and all of that, yes, that is actually culturally factual, 100%. However, the mother's reaction was completely overboard. And that situation did not warrant that at all. If anything, that was a very, very beautiful teaching moment that could have been, and that could be used an opportunity to welcome her into the family and be like, this, as Nigerian, you're about to marry a Nigerian man. This is what we do in our culture. This is how we go about it. Her yelling and essentially berating that young lady was completely out of character and does not speak for Nigerian women at all. You can't say
it's out of character. You don't know her, but it was completely unnecessary.
Unnecessary is the word, correct.
Yeah, just